Hi, this is Tara for HealingCrystals.com, and this is the Zodiac Crystal card reading for the week of May 9th through May 15th. So, first of all, I hope everyone is having a lovely Mother's Day. The sun actually came out where I live, and that hasn't happened in almost 2 weeks, so that made me pretty happy. I hope that even if you can't see the physical sun, you're feeling some warmth and sunny energy around you today. So the first card, first of all, as always, I've already shuffled, and the cards pretty much leapt out this week. So the first card represents us in the coming week, and that's going to be the Leo energy card. And some of the crystals represented here are amber, citrine. See, speaking of sun, what else is on there? Yellow calcite and sunstone. Okay, sunny, warm, happy cards, cards that want to get noticed. And that's what this card is telling me this week. With Leo energy, somehow you want to be noticed in a positive way. It feels like maybe it's time to come out of the shadows. Maybe it's time to accept something good that you've been working for. You know, sometimes you spend so much time and effort working towards something that when you get it, it feels like, what's next? You know what I mean? But this is telling me that it's time to just kind of relax. And oh, there's more sun coming out through the windows, I see. It's time to shine. That's what this card is telling me. This is time for you to shine. And even if it feels like nobody's noticing, you're noticing it, and that's what really counts. Leo is it's fire energy, and it likes to make its presence known, and I think that's how you're going to feel in this week ahead. And the good thing about that is that you're going to get a good response to that. You're going to draw good energy towards you. Okay, so that's the first card, is the Leo energy card. The second card that we draw, that's the card that will be your greatest strength and your greatest weakness. And that card is the Gemini luck card. Okay, and the crystal represented here is Dalmatian jasper. That's kind of funny because I was just thinking about Dalmatian jasper today. I was thinking about how that's one of my favorite crystals. Probably because I was walking and I saw somebody walking a Dalmatian. Yeah, I don't really see a lot of Dalmatian dogs, so it made me think of the crystal. Anyway. For me, luck is a state of mind. Okay, a lot of people look at it as like a physical kind of a presence, but for me, I've always felt that, or thought that if you think you're lucky, then you are lucky. It doesn't matter what's going on around you. And I think that's what this card is trying to tell us. You know, Gemini is represented in the zodiac wheel by the twins, because its energy is very dualistic. It sees both sides of everything. If you want to use the terms the good and the bad, where Gemini can sometimes be difficult energy is that it has a hard time choosing. And a lot of times the bad energy can feel easier. Okay, I'm using the terms good and bad, but it's more like positive energy and negative energy. It's just like a feeling. You know, you know when something's right and when something isn't right. And Gemini has a hard time with this energy. It can be hard to discern that which is right and which is not right. And sometimes it feels easier to just say, oh, well, you know what, why even bother, just, you know, whatever. Or give into what feels not right, because that's easier than working with what's right. Usually, I'm the kind of person that's like, if you have a choice to make, usually the one that's going to be the hardest one is the right one. I don't know why it works that way. See, there's my little bit of Gemini kind of popping up. But I think that what this card is trying to tell us this week is that go towards what feels right to you. Don't just give in. Don't allow yourself to be overcome with questions and with wondering what's right and what's wrong. Just do what feels right, and all the right energy will follow you. Gemini is a very thoughtful energy, and Gemini is also very, I don't want to use the term outspoken, more, Gemini makes a determination and expects everything else to fall in line and everything else to follow that. And we all know that sometimes that's just not how the world works. And that's when Gemini tends towards that kind of a more negative energy. So I think what you want to do is try to keep a positive mindset this week, no matter what happens. Realize that sometimes things are working slowly. That doesn't mean that they're not working in your favor. And that doesn't mean that you should give up. I think that's what this is. You know, a lucky person never gives up. And I think that's what this card is trying to tell us this week. Okay? And then the final card is the surprise that the universe has for you, what you don't expect. And that card is going to be the Sagittarius birthstone. And the crystal represented here is turquoise. And Sagittarius speaks to optimism. Sagittarius energy is all about, almost to a point of foolish optimism. I hate to use the word foolish, but it's kind of Sagittarians can be so blinded, or that energy can be so blinded by optimism, that they tend not to see the reality, and that can sometimes be difficult to work with because reality is always going to show up. Right now, Saturn's working its way through Sagittarius, and I can tell you, as a Sagittarius, that's been difficult energy to work with. Because Saturn is so strict and so, work related, and the taskmaster. So it's not about idealism, it's about being practical. Where Sagittarius wants you to be idealistic. Sagittarius says, hey, it's all going to be great. What are you so concerned with? So I think it's good this week to give in to that energy. Let your light shine. You've got, so 2 fire energies and an air sign here. Air feeds fire. Okay? So I think that if you allow the Gemini luck energy, if you keep a positive attitude, it's going to fuel your energy in a positive way and draw more positive things towards you. Don't forget to check out the weekly and daily horoscopes on healingcrystals.com and on our Facebook page, Crystal Talk. Have a magical, happy week.